Netflix, you don't need cable. Hop on YouTube, welcome to the hood table, where we chop up local and globally, events vocally. You don't really wanna miss out on these conversations. Just joke a little, laugh a little, get that wine in your system, fill your glass a little, expose current events, talk trash a little. You never know, these opinions might clash a little. Get addicted to the content, got them binge watching. You don't like it, then you want invited. Bet your friends watching in the house and your job parking lot before you clock it. They don't wanna miss a second of this HD content. Everybody think they got something to say, so with the open invitation, bring it to the table. But if you come whack, just know we ain't buying in. We gon' probably turn you back and tell you sorry, try again. Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Hood Table one more again. Thanks for everybody for tuning in. Make sure you please do us a favor, show us some love, hit that like button, thumbs up the live, please.
Hey.
Yes, share the live out. And also make sure that you, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, of course, hit the subscribe button. Then hit the notification bell, and don't forget we are also on Facebook, Twitter, and also IG. And we have a Facebook group. Look us up, the Hood Table on Facebook. Click the join button, and we'll add you to the group. But guess who we have back with us?
Y'all miss me.
We miss you, and we can't. You got to get in the sunlight because we cannot see you.
You can't see me.
There you go.
Hey, is that better? Hey.
Yes. We got Can.
Hey, Mama.
Hey, Karma.
Yes, I got two of my favorite girls on with me tonight.
Hey.
Thanks
Feels
for
good to be back.
No
Yes.
problem. See you, Karma.
Yes, everybody knew that you were out because you had to deal with family situation, a death in the family. So people were throwing up the prayers for you and everything and the condolences while you were gone.
I appreciate it a lot. Thank you so much. I do.
No problem. No problem. I'm about to send somebody else this link. I'm trying to get a guy on the panel with us. And let's see.
Karma up there getting that vitamin D on. I just came in.
What she got?
That natural vitamin D.
That sunlight.
Oh, I'm up here. What she got?
I try, in the summer, I try to come out every day at least an hour to get it because my body don't naturally make it. So
right.
I come out here to absorb it, and by me being in my garden, that's an easy way for me to do it.
There you go.
Uh-huh.
And this is a beautiful day. Kind of got too hot for me out.
Right. And see, I was cold in there in that air condition, so this is perfect for me.
Look, and that's why I'm under the blanket because of the air conditioning now.
Right. I'm like, just call me can't get right. I'm like, I'm sitting in the air and I'm freezing, and then you get outside and you're hot and
just can't get right.
Can't get right. But you get you some cold ice water. Hey.
Okay. And you in there.
Girl.
Y'all,
and a citronella candle.
That's what I need to get. I need to purchase that and some tiki. I need the tiki torches.
I just found my tiki torches in my son's office today. I'm like, why are they in your office?
Okay, I just sent somebody else the link. So hopefully they'll be able to jump on the panel.
Tanya, let me know, y'all, if I'm crackling. I try to get on Google because I used another phone. I hear some, but let me know if y'all hear it too much.
Is it me? Because I'm outside. So
I think it's Karma Diva. It's probably just the wind, but you sound fine, Candace.
Okay. Do y'all need me to go inside?
I do.
You fine.
Okay.
It sounds fine to me.
Cool.
Yeah, where we gonna start off though, y'all? Because the city they practicing martial law from here across the United States. I couldn't believe that they started it here. I didn't think that was gonna happen, but
they wasn't gonna have that down there in the old market. You know that's one of their big draws where they get a lot of their money from. You can't have that down there. Now,
No,
had it been 16th Street going north and then 72nd Street east, you'd have been okay.
Mhm.
They would have been all right with it. Burn it down, burn it all down. They would have said. They would have sat back and watched.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
But because it was one of their viable business districts, there, even in the new built up Benson district, because I remember when Benson was raggedy as shit. Going up there, and especially not in Dundee. Oh Lord, don't go up there and do that. So, as long as the agents of chaos came down here starting the mess, because the protests were all peaceful until the agents of chaos from Papillion and Ralston and Elkhorn and all them other places that we do not necessarily live in big groups came down here. It was okay to cause chaos, and then of course we get blamed for it.
And all of it's not even us. A lot of people, as you can see, from here to DC, from here to Cali, a lot of those protesters are not even part of the community. They're just people coming from out of town, people to damage some of our property, some of our buildings and businesses,
and
just for the fun of it.
Yeah.
And that's what makes it more worse, because then it makes it just seem like it's just they pile us all into a group, like it's you guys doing all this. But it's not. A lot of people are just like, did y'all see the post I posted? People were paying people to protest and tear up the property.
Yes.
I believe that because I watch Lovely T a lot, and she's in Minneapolis, and she is just, in tears every time she goes down there and tries to, film the riots, film what's going on. She breaks down. She's like, I can't. She's like, there is a demon spirit here. She's like, these are not people from Minneapolis doing this. I want y'all to know this. She's like, there are videos of people with tags from all the way from California, people from New York, people, from all over the country coming to Minneapolis to protest, supposedly. And she's like, well, why is Nick Cannon here when they got stuff going on in LA? Why is he here? Jamie Foxx was there.
I saw that.
And I understand going to lend support, but take care of home.
I saw that, and I understand where she coming from, but it's a lot of people who's been coming to Minneapolis, just even people who are not political figures or celebrities, because they just want to be close to the base of where everything is going on for support. So I wouldn't be too upset that they're coming there to support, even though there's stuff going on in California right now. But the thing is, the Minneapolis set this off. Set it off. And even though there's riots all around the world, people want to go to the base where it all started. Now, personally, where we sitting at right now with the most recent murder last night of that 22-year-old man. Saturday night, I'm sorry. That 22-year-old young man. I wouldn't travel nowhere to support nobody right now. I would stay right here, and that's what we've been doing, rallying and protesting. And I know a lot of people couldn't make it out to the rally yesterday. That was at the Martin Luther King Center. So I did post the videos on the YouTube channel, and I posted them on Facebook so that people could watch. It was a very peaceful protest. And it was very emotional as well. Hey, hey, Miss Hall. Hi, everybody that's tuning in. Make sure you hit the like button, everybody who's watching, and share the video out. But yeah, so that's what we've been doing. But where it's sitting at now, people is just scared to go anywhere.
Well, you know what? I say this, and I was talking to my neighbor a little bit ago, and we were discussing this. It, they think putting this martial law in effect is going to stop all of this protesting and rioting and looting. I say it's just going to piss them off, and they're going to come back even stronger once the military is gone.
Exactly. And that's what I think.
Because people are sick and tired. To quote Fannie Lou Hamer, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. And when you've been beat down for so long, you like, okay, well, what's left? What else can you do to me? You've already done everything else you could to stop me. Why not do what you're accusing me of? So I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna fight you. I'm gonna do what I have to do to protect myself, my family, my property, just like you do.
Yep. Where Candace keep going in and out? I don't know what. I don't know what's going on. But anywho, I'm gonna read this little fact. There's this thing that somebody posted today, and it said it's 5 facts that you should know about the person who murdered James Scurlock, who will not be charged. They said Jake Gardner is an Omaha, Nebraska bar owner who witnesses say shot and killed a young black man outside of his business last night. Well, this was a few nights ago, as protests raged in the city. Gardner shot the victim in self-defense and will not be charged, Douglas County Attorney Don Klein said at a press conference Monday. Police, which was today, police identified the victim as 22-year-old James Scurlock. Gardner is white and Scurlock was black. Klein said after reviewing video, it was determined Gardner was justified in shooting Scurlock. The county attorney said Scurlock had caused damage to the buildings housing Gardner's bar before he was shot. Klein said there was damage to property and Mr. Scurlock was killed. He also said Scurlock had Gardner in a chokehold during a scuffle. He said social media rumors that Gardner had used a racial slur were deemed to be untrue. Klein added, I hope that this great community, did you hear what he said that in the press conference? He said, I hope that this great community that we live in can get through this without disruption.
I don't know what community he live in.
And then it said around midnight Saturday, Omaha police tweeted that someone had been shot at 12th and Harney and the suspect was at large. Not long after they updated that suspect was in custody, Gardner's name was confirmed by the Omaha World Herald. So the bar, it was at the Hive. It was down at the Hive downtown location. 38-year-old Gardner said that he shot and killed 22-year-old James Scurlock in self-defense. And it's a lot of people.
If you walk up behind him and do it.
A lot of people are not agreeing with that at all.
Because from the video that them boys showed, it looked like he walked up to him. Like Scurlock had walked away. And he walked up to him and shot him. So if he's walking away, how are you defending? And then even the county attorney said you can defend yourself, but not property. Right. So what was he doing?
Well, I watched the video that the guys posted, the guys who were there. I posted that immediately after it went down. And then I saw the video today that the county attorney, they showed for us to see. And in that video, I watched it over and over and over.
What they was looking at.
I saw it. I played it in slow motion, and you really have to be paying attention. You really have to be paying attention, because if you're not paying attention, you're gonna miss it. And if you were paying attention, you saw where there were people coming from the side street, and the guy who shot him, well, the guy name is Jake. His father, the older guy, his father he pushed two people on the ground. One of them was a female. And after he pushed them on the, and if you saw the video, he like shoved them like forcefully and shoved them on the ground. So the other ones came up and they was like, you know, what's up? Why are you shoving them? And they shoved him. So they shoved Jake's father on the ground, and he did fly across the ground. But I mean, I'm like, hey, you shoving and pushing on my homies, I'm gonna push you back. So that part right there, I didn't have no problem with that part right there. But after that, that's when Jake, the bar owner, he comes up and he's like, who pushed my dad? Who pushed my dad? But you wasn't saying nothing when your dad was pushing people.
Exactly.
Who were coming
that I could see clearly. But then when it came to talking about he had him in a chokehold and he was, and then I was like, okay, well, wait a minute. That part I did not see. I did not see the actual shooting. I heard the shots, but I didn't see it. So I don't know.
I'm just checking the sound because somebody said the sound is going in and out.
Oh, is it?
Is the sound still going in and out? Because
is it me?
The screen looks fine, and I was playing it on my phone, and it sounds fine. But let me know if the sound is still going in and out, you guys. Candace said, "To every action is a reaction." Exactly, and I think that's what set the whole thing off. Now they said that James was destroying property down there, but we don't have no video of that.
Why is that? Why is that?
And I'm gonna say this allegedly, because I really want to talk to people who were with James, and I already sent out some smoke signals. I done commented on a few posts of friends and family of his. Some of his relatives even commented on our YouTube channel, and I was like, I would love to speak to somebody who was there with him, because we have these camera footage. The camera footage from the restaurants down there is horrible. It's horrible.
And if you don't know what you're looking at or looking for, you lost.
Exactly. And even if you blow it up, it's blurry, it's dark. I mean, he's talking about the guy with the gray. He talking about the guy with the gray shirt on. Everybody looked like they had on gray.
Everybody was gray.
The best video was the ones that those boys posted.
Right.
It was in color and you could hear the sound. But on the video that was taken by the restaurants, you couldn't hear nothing. And it just looked like it was all gray. And I'm like,
it was their interpretation of what happened.
And his interpretation, because James is dead.
Okay.
So it was this man's interpretation. It was his father's, and it was the few people that was down there. But I want to speak to somebody who was with James that night, and I want to know what destruction did he cause? Was he breaking out windows? Was he throwing rocks? Was he spray painting? Was he looting? Because they said that he was destroying property. But where's the footage? Where's the footage to show that he was destroying property? All those restaurants got cameras. All those restaurants down there got cameras, supposedly.
Well, you know what? We guilty no matter what. We guilty even when they got footage of them doing stuff to us. We still guilty.
But I'm just like,
when there's no footage of us doing nothing, we guilty. So
I'm just like, we had like probably one of the best videos. And then they give us this shit. And I'm like, this out of all the stores down there, this the only one that you can show us that's real grainy and dark and you can't see. And then the part where it's talking about Jake had his concealed weapons license not suspended, but it had expired. It expired a little while back. The attorney, he didn't even act like he wanted to say that. He was like, when somebody asked about it.
I watched it. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No. I was just gonna say I had heard when somebody had in the press conference had asked, did he have some kind of license to carry concealed weapon? And he was like, well, yeah, he had a concealed weapon. It expired, And they was like, well, if he had expired concealed weapons, why is he concealing it? And then the dude Klein gonna say, well, he wasn't concealing it because he did lift his shirt up. And he did say, but wasn't it concealed before he lifted his shirt up? I'm confused. Concealed weapon mean that you can put it in. Then the attorney gonna say it wasn't like he was hiding it in his holster in his pants. That's where it was. He didn't come out the restaurant with it flying around, waving it around. He had it inside his pants. So that's one thing that some people got an issue with. And the fact that his father started it all off by pushing on people. If his father would have kept his hands to himself, would nobody have, the boys would have just probably ran on off.
Right.
But they was running doing whatever, and they came back because the old man was pushing people down.
It's a sad situation all the way around. I do, before we get too far along, I want to extend my condolences to the Scurlock family. My prayers and condolences are with you, and to his friends. This is just we are living in unprecedented times right now, and I don't know what that was. I just heard a loud bang. Did you hear that?
They probably shooting.
In my back.
They said they got snipers. They said they got snipers rolling around. They got snipers on the roofs downtown. I mean, I told everybody if they say 8 o'clock curfew, be in by 5.
I just heard like a loud boom.
Girl, you don't never know.
I don't.
You don't never know.
But
yeah, that's right, Candace. It was in his pants. It was concealed. And they said, somebody in the press conference said, y'all ain't gonna get him no ticket or nothing for that, for having a concealed weapon. And that's when the attorney said, well, it wasn't concealed. He lifted his shirt up and showed him, like, do you hear your
license? It's expired.
I was like, does he even hear himself talking?
I mean, this is a very situation, but to be honest, let's be real. Did we expect any other outcome?
I was hoping that it would at least go to court. It didn't even go that far.
I've gotten so tired of them doing us wrong, for them being justified for doing bullshit to us. And did you hear that one?
Yes, I heard it.
Okay. But it's just, it's craziness that they can do this with impunity to us, and we're not expected to retaliate. And then when we do, then it's a whole big ass issue. And I'm tired of, you just get sick of it. And so that's why when they started looting and protesting, I was just sitting back watching the shit show. Oh, well, because this is a powder keg that y'all lit. This is something that y'all have been doing for years. Had they taken care of this back in the 90s when we was kids, when we was teens and in our 20s, none of this shit would be going on. None of it. But these are the policies y'all put into effect. And now they backfiring on you. Mm-hmm. And these kids today ain't taking this shit. So, oh well. And I hope James Scurlock family sue the hell out of that bar owner, his daddy, and the city of Omaha.
And that I really wish we could speak to somebody that has to deal with the law, because I would like to know, like, what can there be a civil lawsuit? Can they press a civil charge against him? Being that he was the charges were dismissed and they said it was self-defense.
How's it self-defense if they wasn't accosting you? Isn't self you? I'm just saying. I know reason, but I'm saying isn't self you and not.
I know. Candace, you heard it too. Candace is over there by Baker's on 72nd.
Well, you heard that ain't too far from me, so yeah.
Right, Jasmine? If it was an African-American business owner who killed a Caucasian protester, then he would still be in jail. That's what I'm saying.
And that's what I'm saying.
And we all know that.
And that's part of the reason why they are protesting, because they kill us with impunity. They have no recourse under the law. They just do it.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna question them.
Mm-hmm.
So it's, I don't know. Quit digging holes in my yard, boy.
It's a tragic. It's a tragedy because I watched the video and I'm up here like I get what if the boys would have just ran up, and if the father wouldn't have done no shoving, and if the boys would have just ran up jumping on him or attacking him, but that's not what happened. I don't understand. Like they said Jake was defending himself, but many people have looked at that tape, and to many people it looks like they was trying to get him from shooting somebody. Like, who would just jump on somebody when they see they got a gun just because? I mean, you can't beat nobody up. If they got a gun, they 9 times out of 10 they're gonna shoot you. But it is a possibility that if you jump on them or do some kind of quick distraction, the gun might fly out of their hand, or you know what I mean, or they might be able to. But he claims that he thought they were trying to take the gun from him.
Where did it say that on there? I mean, like, where did he see that?
On the press conference.
See, they know the right lines. They know the right lines to say. They have the right rhetoric. They know the right lines. Miss Hogg, thank you so much.
Yes, we are being saved. They shutting the city down. We is on law. Walmart closed at 2:00 p.m. today.
I'm in my front yard just enjoying I'm really trying to warm up, to be honest, but
because you're freezing on the inside of your house.
Girl, it's like an ice box in there. But yeah, it is,
And then the fact that people were saying that he was okay. I had, the video I had posted of the shooting. People were saying that the guy was a well-known racist and white supremacist. Now, I didn't say that. I have put on my video in the description, I said, allegedly, this is what people are saying. And I also said, per Facebook post, this is what people are saying. See, I never said any of that, but there were some people who were commenting on the video like, how could you call him a racist? Allegedly. Like, reading is fundamental.
You know what allegedly means?
Reading is fundamental. Allegedly means I'm not making the accusation. Somebody else made the accusation. I mean, how many times do we hear allegedly on the news? That's because the news reporters aren't making the accusations. They're saying somebody else said it. So
I'm not too quick to put that racist label on people. I have to.
I'm not either.
No, I know. I'm just saying I have to see it. They have to show me proof that this person is, doing these alleged actions or saying this stuff that is racist or, bigoted. And so, if this is the first time that this has come out that he's racist, it's probably just some BS to, throw some lighter fluid on the fire.
Uh-huh. Well, people have been inboxing me. People who, I don't know the man. I don't know the man at all.
I don't either.
People have been inboxing me and telling me that he is a well-known racist. Now, again, when I posted the video, I said allegedly, and I said this is what people are saying. But some people, when they see something that they don't like, they just automatically, why are you posting this? Why are you like? Come on now, did you see all the posts? Did you see all the videos, Karma Diva?
I haven't seen all of them.
Hundreds of them.
I'm so far out of the loop, so that man could be a blatant racist, and I wouldn't even know it. I'm so far out of the loop as far as, going to bars and stuff like that. So he could be, but I don't know him. I've never heard his name before. I've never seen this man before. So I can't sit here and say that he is. Now, being that he's a bar owner and people are you know, people of all races and stuff are going to probably patronize his bars. He has to, he will be smart to keep that under wraps if you want that money. Because green in a lot of circles is the only color that really matters.
Yep. Well, there are people who's inboxing me white and black. And there some people are like, letting me know about protests. Some people is like, I even had other news organizations, news affiliations reach out to me, emailing me, talking about, can you get us in contact with the Scurlock family?
So if there's anybody in the Scurlock family, please hit up the Hood Tables inbox.
Not for me to get the information to somebody else, though.
Well,
I don't know those people, and I don't know their agenda.
That's
you know
true.
what I mean? So I'm not and then the news affiliations, I'm not familiar with the affiliations. So when they inbox me or email me and say, could you please got the contact information for the Scurlock family, could you please send it to us? Why would I do that? That's like asking for somebody else's phone number and you just give it to them. No,
don't give them their information. Have the Scurlock family hit you up to get that information. If they want to contact them, then they can contact them. If not, but no, don't get them the Scurlock people.
No, I'm not because I'm like you're a news
outsider to us, and we don't know you.
You're an outsider. That's what I'm saying. And some people don't have your best interest, at heart.
Right.
Like somebody could come on our show and we could interview them and ask them questions. Then they could get on somebody else's show and they be like, well, how are you still talking about this as self-defense when your son or your something jumped on his back? You never know what their true agenda is.
Right. That's true.
So as far as I'm concerned, if somebody wants to reach out to them, they do their own research and they pick their own contacts, because I'm not the middleman for nobody. I can't call Channel 7 and say, can you give me the information so I can contact that person you did a story on? They're going to look at me like I'm crazy.
Did you see that BuzzFeed even picked this up?
Everybody has it. It was national the morning it happened, the morning afterwards, it was going national then. It was trending.
There is something crawling on my face.
Because this is, and a lot of people, again, there were so many posts of people saying that this guy was a known racist, and I don't know that to be sure. I just said what I heard. This is what people are saying out on the streets. Yeah. So as far as I don't know. Oh, did you hear the man left town? Ooh. Allegedly.
Gardner did?
Yeah, they said he left town.
That would be in his best bet right about now. That would be in his best bet right about now.
And again, allegedly. Thank you, Miss Hogg. The hood table ain't the middleman.
Sure. We may be in the middle of the country, but we are not the middlemen, okay?
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so I heard allegedly that he left the city. And I don't know if that was recommended or if he just was like, oh, I'm leaving, I ain't got time for this. And if he's coming back and if he's going to reopen his store, do you think that would be smart?
2 or 3 bars, doesn't he?
I heard he has a chain of bars.
Yeah. So, you can always restart somewhere else, but if this is your home base, then come back home and face what you've done.
And I'm gonna read what I said. I'm gonna read this because this is the part that I couldn't understand. Somebody posted Jake Gardner, the shooter. Jake Gardner was on the ground firing warning shots. If y'all saw the footage from the police on the press conference today, That's why I said you really have to pay attention. It was grainy. It was dark. Everybody looked like they was wearing the same color gray. But Jake Gardner was on the ground and he was firing warning shots. He fired like 2 shots. They said James Scurlock jumped on him to disarm him, trying to disarm an active shooter. That's what a lot of us saw. A lot of us saw him jumping on him to disarm an active shooter. After he shoots James, he can clearly be seen on video walking calmly away. Did y'all see that?
That's what I'm saying. He
Right,
was
people, watch it. If y'all don't see it, watch it again. He walked away so calm. Like if you would have shot somebody and you really wasn't trying to kill or nothing like that, or you really felt bad about it, you gonna be running around screaming, "Oh my God, I shot somebody! Oh my God!" He wasn't saying call the cops. His friends, James' friends, came down and bent down and tried to get him up, talking about, and they got hysterical, talking about somebody call the cops, somebody call the cops. Jake just walked away like he just stepped on a bug or something. Like, there you go.
Probably in his mind he did.
Walked away too calm. And so then they went on to say, if you are scared for your life, you don't walk calmly away like that. Before even talking about this, Don Klein attempted to disparage the victim's character and then said they won't show that video. Then why mention it? And keep mentioning it again and again. James Scurlock did not vandalize. James Scurlock did not vandalize. They said James Scurlock did not vandalize the building, and even if he did, damaging property does not equal a death sentence. They showed a video of a young man's murder multiple times. They did. They showed it over and over, him being murdered, and you could see that Jake.
His parents got to watch the news, but that was okay to show.
Yeah, James jumped on him after he shot twice. Like, if somebody's shooting at you, I mean, if somebody tries to, I mean, normally that's like being a hero. If you jump on somebody to try to disarm them, ain't that normally like a hero?
Only if you white. There, I said it. I said it. And what? Did I lie? Point out the lie.
And then somebody in the press conference said, somebody in the press conference said, normally you guys don't show videos of people being murdered. So what is it about this particular case that made you want to show us the video? And you know why? Because everybody was trying to say Jake was practicing self-defense. James was practicing self-defense, and the city, they trying to calm the city down and trying to sugarcoat what happened and pacify us. And they try to
and tell me it. No.
I can see.
Right. No. It just no.
Can you leave the video?
It's not working for me. But the one thing I do want to say is, with no charges being filed right now, they can eventually, if they find more evidence, they can file charges later.
Yes, and that's what somebody was saying in the chat. They said, praise God that the case is still open. So if anybody has more information or another video, please say something and get it in. We need something. We need a clearer video, because the video they showed, and then like a lot of people was like, okay, so they saying that he destroyed property. Where is the proof? Because you saw glass on the ground, but they didn't show
glass in that little
sidewalk area. Yeah, that little sidewalk area. Yeah. But they didn't show nobody breaking the glass. That glass could have been broke. Which could have been why the man was out there with his gun on his hip in the first place.
Hold on, but wait a minute, time out. I got a question. If he was on the outside, was he, James, supposedly on the inside of the bar or outside when he did the destruction? Because if you break glass and you outside, won't the glass go inside?
They didn't say. And somebody asked, could I link the video showing what you are saying?
Go to
the video. You want the video from the news? Is that the video you want? If you want the video from the news, it's on KETV.com. and it's like the first thing there. So it's like
Right.
pinned to the top. They'll probably
It's like
pin
the first
there.
3 videos in.
But then I also heard, I don't know if you heard this or not, and anybody in the chat, if you heard it too, let me know. But I had heard like that night or the next morning that allegedly the Jake guy who killed him was heard to have said that he's going to be strapped and waiting. He wishes somebody would. He's waiting for somebody to come down there so he can shoot him because he's ready. This
Is
was
that why the dad said we're not gonna retaliate?
This was posted all over Facebook. I don't know how many times I saw that post. And again, allegedly, that's what people said that he has said. That
See,
he
and
was.
that might be why the daddy was saying, because I wonder why the dad said we're not gonna retaliate, we not gonna, and I'm like, what are you talking about? What, you just lost your son? What's I'm trying to get in the angle right.
Now,
Where the light is.
who gonna say publicly they gonna retaliate?
But I was just like, why is, I couldn't figure out why he was saying that the night after his son was killed. But now, since you're saying that, that makes sense. Because he was saying he had already been contacted.
Mm-hmm.
And this wasn't even 12 hours after his son had been killed.
Right. Right.
This
And
wasn't
all that
12 hours.
had came out, all those allegations had came out like immediately. There's somebody who had contacted me and said they used to work there, and that they know for a fact that he's prejudiced, that he's racist. Allegedly, people just be bringing me information. It ain't my words. It ain't my words. I ain't accusing nothing, but that's what people were saying, that he was already strapped and loaded. Put it that way. And waiting, like, you know how you wish a nigga would? Like, that's how they was making it sound, like he was waiting on somebody to do something, to make a move. And I don't know. Maybe
I'm not advocating violence. I'm not. I don't want nobody's child. Anytime you have to bury your child is a horrible, horrible thing.
It is horrible.
But at some point in time, what you do does come back to you. And you can't walk around here thinking you Billy Badass and ain't nobody, like, you can't be touched. You can and will be caught slipping. And my thing is this: you got all these so-called thugs, this and that. You want to run around here shooting people that look like you. That look like you. That could be your brother, your cousin. But you got stuff like this happening every day. Y'all ain't down there protesting. Y'all ain't down there in front of the police station. Y'all ain't down there in the courts. Y'all ain't at civic meetings. Y'all not doing nothing. Zimmerman's still running free too.
Yes, he is.
So what I'm saying is not necessarily go out after these people and kill them, but you running around killing your own. Why? When y'all need to be standing together to fight shit like this.
And that's why I said on our show, maybe like 4 days ago, I had said on our show that somebody has said all these gang members out here, like at the rally last night, the peaceful rally we had last night at the Martin Luther King Center. One of the speakers said, y'all out here in the gangs, the Bloods, the Crips, the Vice Lords,
all that night they had for a while.
And y'all fighting each other and trying to kill each other. Like, if we could just come together, and forget about those colors and those territories, because we all black. And things are happening to all of us.
And we can't forget our Latino brothers and sisters, because they go through it too. They get it just as much as we do.
They do.
It's not worse, because a lot of time they have a language barrier.
Yep.
So they getting it just as bad. They talking shit to them and beating them down too. So we are in it, as minorities, instead of and show differences, we need to get together, see what makes us the same? What what holds us together? Because believe it or not, we really got a lot in common. And honey, trust and believe, I've seen it in other cities. When we come together, when we get that through our heads and come together, we can make a change. We got power. Vote these is out of office.
Yep. And
Vote
I just
in more representation for us that look like us, that know us, that can relate to us.
Mm-hmm.
That's
And I'm trying to put the link in here for. Hold on 1 second. Let's see.
Yeah, in the GoFundMe.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to put the link in here, but the link is so long.
But did you see how beautiful that is? They asked for 50,000. They already got over 104,000.
Oh yes, that's why I was Okay, let me see if that link works. Hold on.
As far as the gang stuff, honey, I told my son when he was about 3 years old, I was like, I'm not raising bail money. I'm raising college money. Period. I'm not doing it. You will not be a gang member on my watch because I will beat you down in front of your little gang buddies and I'll beat their asses too. And then tell their mamas.
I just posted the link to the GoFundMe for James Scurlock's family. James Scurlock is the young man that was killed, murdered the other night by
let's not forget that he was a father too. He has a daughter.
Yes, he was a father, and he was murdered, and they requested $50,000. They already got $131,000.
That's even more than earlier when I seen it. Praise God.
Yes, over 5,000 people have already donated, and they are up to $131,000. It's actually $131,806. So it's almost at $132,000. So if you want to donate to that GoFundMe, please feel free. Even if they already reached over 50,000. I mean, he does have children. He does have children. Yeah, he does have children. So hopefully, the people who's collecting the money, they might set up some kind of funds for his children to when they get older, they can go to college, they can, whatever they want to do, and also help the mother of his child, be able to take care of the child in the father's absence. So even if they already over $50,000, if it's in your heart to donate.
Right.
Donate, regardless if they met their need or not. You know what I mean? So, and it's crazy. It's crazy. But I am so glad that people, man, this community rocks. That's all I gotta say. This community
I will
rocks.
say that about the Omaha community. They step up and they step in. I can say that. And I know that for a fact. Like when my little cousin had gotten killed a couple of years ago, Peyton, when she was killed, the community, when I say they stepped in.
Oh, little Peyton?
Yeah, that was my baby cousin. And then just, last week when we buried my cousin, just the response that we had was just out of this world. And it Omaha, I will say we do tend to be band together when, unfortunately, when tragedy strikes, but we need to do that before tragedy strikes.
Right. Right. And Miss Hogg, you said how old was James? He was 22 years old.
Still a baby.
Yeah, he was 22 years old. 22.
I was thinking that the other day. I was like, 22, I still didn't know shit. I still was. But I mean, of course, you think you know everything. You're 21, you legal now, or you over 21, but
you think you're brown, you're smelling yourself.
In the grand scheme of things, you don't know Like I like to tell people, if you knew half of what you thought you knew, you'd be okay.
Exactly. Exactly. And you know what? I'm coming to the realization that I think I already realized this. I'm just saying it out loud now. But I think when times like this happen, when there's people rioting because of whatever reason, if it was because law enforcement, we think they did something wrong, or we think like this situation where James was killed and we think, a lot of people think that was wrong and injustice. I think a lot of people of the opposite race feel like they have to strap up and they feel like they have to be on guard and be ready.
And
You know what I
mean?
That's kind of how I feel. Like, like they like, okay, like, they was talking about, everybody knows like Nebraska is one of the main headquarters for the KKK.
I'm gonna tell you why they feel that way.
Said that they about to roll in here deep. Allegedly, that's what said. They about to come into town, and I don't know what for or what they plan to do.
Tell them come down north. But I'm just saying, the reason I lost my train of thought, you threw me off with that one.
My bad.
I was gonna make a point, but
my bad.
This is just crazy times that we're living in. Oh, I know what I was gonna say. The reason that a lot of our counterparts feel like they got to be locked and loaded when something like this racially motivated happens is, let's put it out there, is white guilt. Because so much stuff that has happened throughout history, a lot of them, not all, but a lot of them feel like Black people are going to retaliate. And my thing is this, I personally, I haven't had anything happen to me, although I am still pissed. I read history. Trust me, I'm a history buff. And I get pissed off about stuff that happened in history, but it's nothing that I can do about it. So I'm not going to take that out on you because you didn't do it.
Right.
Now, if you continue to perpetuate it, then yeah, me and you won't have a problem. But as far as, you think you got to strap up because of something that then what are you doing it for? What did you do? Why? Why would I have to do that? So, like I said, a lot of that, the reason that, but it's funny though, if they come down to the hood and they, they meet the white people that live here, most of the time we don't have no problems with them. We cool as hell with them. Cool as hell with them because they know, they understand the struggles. They there, they see it. Those that are removed from, these urban situations, these poor economic areas, they don't understand how we live and what's going on here.
Right.
So they fearful.
That's what it is, bottom line. And a lot of times they have nothing to be afraid of. Nothing to be afraid of. I mean, as long as you're not, and that's even true of our own race. I mean, most of the time, stuff will pop off because somebody is bothering somebody.
That's yesterday when I went to buy them things yesterday. The little white girl that was helping me, she says, I feel safe. She said, I live out west now. She said, but I feel safer down here than I do out west. That's what the little white girl told me. I promise to God. And I was like, really? She said, but that's because I was born and raised here. This is all I know. She said, I can take all the back streets. I can hang out. I know everybody. I know all the streets. She said, but when I'm out there, I don't know. I'm lost. She said, now I don't know who's my friend and who's my enemy out there.
Yeah, they did say Gardner is a Marine veteran, so he is a vet. They said that according to his Facebook page, which has been deleted or made private, he served as a non-commissioned officer in the infantry from 2000 to 2005. He is an Omaha native, graduated from Miller West High School in 2000. He later studied at Metro and Humboldt University. He owns the Gatsby, a dance and nightclub, since 2009. And he has owned the Hive Rock Club and Art Gallery since 2011. His third business, Surreal Cereal Bar, was also opened in November 2019. And he is also the founder and CEO of Amerigreen LLC, Eon Hospitality Management. So, yeah, he does own several businesses. Several businesses. And it looks like something's going on right now. Somebody just tag me in something. Let me see what this says. Hold on. You can talk. I'm just looking at this real quick. Oh, this is what's his name, Pastor? Oh gosh.
I don't know.
He used to be the pastor of our church. I can't think of his name right now, but somebody invited me to that watch party. I'll watch it later. But I thought they might have been having another press conference or a rally or something. Well, they can't be doing that because it's 8 o'clock.
Right.
So yeah. But I'm gonna read y'all what I had posted because somebody had showed me this post about, because we was talking about people a lot of people protesting and rioting that aren't even, not doing it for the right reasons, not part of the community.
Right.
And people said that there are some white people who are being paid allegedly to destroy our property. Now, this was posted. It says protesters needed downtown. They said we are Antifa and we're willing to pay up to $1,000. People 25. They're willing to pay up to $1,000 to people, $25 per hour for protesters in Lincoln, Nebraska, and Omaha. Basically, they're saying we want to cause as much chaos and destruction as possible. We have a bail fund and legal counsel set up. This will take place every night through the BLM protest on June 13th. You will be paid nightly and can come and go as you please. We want chaos to help further our agenda. Now, do you think that is real, or do you think that is just something?
It's hard to know what's real or not on online anymore because there's so many people who make stuff up, and you would truly need somebody to fact check that.
Yeah,
because I would pray that that's not true.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you said you heard that too, Miss Hall. Miss Hall said she heard that too.
But I wouldn't be shocked by it.
That's crazy because with word that allegedly, I gotta use that so much because the people was trying to tell me that I was calling that man Jake a racist. I'm like, I didn't call him no racist. I said allegedly on my podcast. I said allegedly. No, but allegedly, when they said that the KKK was coming to town from one of their headquarters here in Nebraska. And then we see that floating around saying we will pay you guys to destruct property. I mean, I don't know if it's true or not. That's why I was like asking people, do y'all think this is real? Or do you think this is just some kind of hoax just to get people talking, just to mess with people, So
at this point, I don't even know. I'm not often at a loss for words, but
girl, I was at a loss on that one. I was
like, I just, just like I put on my Facebook profile picture, the only thing I can say is I can't keep calm. I have a black son.
Right.
I have a black daughter. I can't keep calm. I'm going to continue to fight. I'm going to continue to defend what's right, what's mine. Damn it, I'm going to speak my mind. You can't shut me up. But I'm not finna be a dummy and burn down my own neighborhood.
Right.
That's counterproductive because all you're doing is making it worse.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, it looks like it looks like the video that people keep like 3 more people done just sent me the same video. It's the minister of St. Mark's Baptist Church, I think.
Pastor Burton?
I think. Let me see. Let me look at it again. It says St. Mark. Oh gosh.
I don't know. I know he used to be the pastor there. I haven't kept up with St. Mark in a long time.
Me neither. Like, what is? Oh Jesus. I don't know what's going on with this. Okay. Okay. Yep. St. Mark Baptist Church. That's who it is. They're attacking me in a video. The minister of St. Mark Baptist Church. What is his name? Some of y'all out there who are familiar with that church probably know. Oh, Jared Parker. Is that the pastor? Jared Parker.
Yeah.
I think it looks like him. The guy in the video looks like the man on the Facebook page for St. Mark Baptist Church. So that looks like him. But yeah, I just got three people just sent me that. But yeah, I just, in the end, I don't know what's going to happen because they left. They didn't close the case. They left it open. So, just in case people have more evidence, more video footage, the charges could possibly,
right,
take some charges to them maybe, and it'll go to trial. But as far as right now, you guys, the only thing we can do right now is just keep praying, keep fighting. I know people want to go out there and they want to tear up some mess because they're so angry, but we can only tear up so much before they come in and they putting the snipers on the roof and they shutting down the cities and they practicing martial law. And then it's like really lives can be really lost at a greater magnitude if people keep going out there, the way they are. So everybody, please stay
young minds. We need these smart young minds and these able bodies to be on the street to fight for what is right.
Yeah.
And we need y'all.
And we need to fight the right way. We got to fight the right way.
Right.
And number one, fighting the right way is voting. I don't know how many times we got to say. It's situations like this where it seems like the prosecutors and the county attorneys and the police, when we're not satisfied, but we keep voting them back in.
Right.
And then people, I ain't voting because nothing ever changes. I ain't voting because my voice really ain't heard. I would rather vote and lose than not vote and lose, because if you don't vote and you lose, you might as well sit in the corner and shut your mouth and don't even say nothing. Don't even say nothing. Yeah, they still protesting, Candace. They still protesting. I'm not going down there. I'm not going out there. I told both of my sons. Matter of fact, one of my sons, he works evenings, so I'll be really concerned with him because he works evenings and he works over in Council Bluffs, and I'll be really worried about him. But my other son, he works over here, and
you have to go in the house. These bugs are starting to. I can go on the porch.
And I'm just thinking about going outside after I get off of here, which we are going to end the show in a minute here. I just want everybody to be vigilant. Keep your kids close. Pray.
Teach them right. And pray for our city. Pray for our country. Pray for our world, really. Yes. But especially our country, because we got the idiot in chief up there. He's arguing with all the governors and mayors and police departments. And it's like you never run anything correctly in your entire life. You have at least 6 bankruptcies under your name. So if you're going to do anything, pray for our world, but especially pray for our country, because we are under attack.
Yeah.
From within, literally.
Yeah.
He bought the presidency and he is, acting from within, from the highest office in the world.
Candace says, so far, no arrests. Well, that's good.
That's a blessing. Because they've been arresting every night.
Right. And I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. I want to thank everybody who's watching. Make sure you please like the video, share the video, and subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. And don't forget, we're on Facebook, Twitter, and IG. And Carmel Diva, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. So glad to have you back, because you know I love you. and everybody else do too. They be like, "Where Carmel Diva?"
I've been, even though I wasn't on camera, I was still, I was still in the chats, and I call you afterwards. Hey, girl, wait a minute. Blah 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 blah. So,
yeah. Well, Candace was helping me hold it down,
and I so appreciate her. That's even though we just met, that's my boo. That's my boo.
I know, that's my boo. We gonna have to
instant connection.
Yeah,
so,
when it's safe to go back out, we gonna all have to hook up together.
Oh yeah.
It's so fun to hang out with, and so are you. So yeah, we need to all hook up in person and maybe come up with some ideas for shows and all that kind of stuff. But yeah. So with that being said, everybody, like, share, and subscribe, and stay blessed. Be safe. Be healthy.
Please be safe.
Pray from the hood table to the White House. Pray. And on that note,
we say from our table to your table, wherever you may be.
From our table to your table, from the hood table to the White House. Stay safe, be blessed, and we out.
Peace.